Welcome back to Idea Mechanics, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here for today's explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the foundational architecture of machine intelligence. And, as always, beside me is our lead innovation catalyst, looking sharp in his red shirt and silver accented hair, already setting up our blueprints on the monitors. As an innovation educator, his goal and mine is to really help you bridge that gap between abstract engineering ideas and practical execution. We're going to look at TRIZ not as some wild guessing game, but as a highly repeatable architectural discipline. Are you, still waiting for that magical eureka moment? Well, it's time to bust the myth that innovation is just this spontaneous spark of luck. It's not. It's a systematic methodology. If you're ready to stop relying on luck and start mastering systematic discovery, hit that subscribe button to join the Idea Mechanics team. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're the first to see our next innovation breakdown. We want to build this culture with you. Drop a comment below and tell us which TRIZ principle or tech challenge we should tackle next. All right, let's take a quick look at today's blueprint. First up, the blind execution trap. Then, we'll unpack Principle 23, continuous feedback. After that, a real-world case study on autonomous driving. And finally, mastering your innovation framework. Let's get to it. Okay, part 1, the blind execution trap, moving beyond reactive troubleshooting. Okay, let's dive into this. Notice what our navigator is pointing out right now, the old way. This is the traditional approach where machines are built to be, frankly, pretty dumb. They just blindly execute these predefined static commands without any awareness of what's happening around them. And honestly, this old way traps us in this vicious cycle of constant, frustrating human intervention. We literally have to sit there, monitor the output, compensate for any physical disturbances, and frantically hit manual override just to prevent the whole system from failing. But look over on the right. The TRIZ way offers a totally empowering reality, real-time environmental adaptation and autonomous adjustment. It completely shatters the illusion that we constantly need to babysit our tech. Moving right along to part 2, Principle 23, which is all about continuous feedback. So the absolute crucial point is this. Feedback means systematically monitoring the output of a system and then comparing it to your desired state. Why? To empower real-time, self-correcting adjustments. Think of it like giving our machines their own continuous closed-loop nervous system. We are literally granting them the ability to automatically correct their own deviations. Honestly, this is the absolute key enabler of modern automation and intelligent robotics. Just take a look at the core question our innovation catalyst is highlighting right now on his lab monitors. He's asking, how can we introduce a mechanism to monitor the output of a system and use that exact information to automatically adjust its own operation? That right there, that is the exact TRIZ prompt you need to be asking yourself and your engineering teams. It's going to shift your mindset directly toward built-in self-correction. And this brilliantly illustrates the concept in the absolute simplest way possible. It's the humble, everyday, physical metaphor of the thermostat. Let's walk through it together. Step 1, it uses a sensor to measure the ambient temperature. Simple enough, right? Step 2, it systematically compares that data against the desired set point you chose. And step 3, if it's too low, boom, it triggers the heating. If it's too high, it triggers the cooling. This right here proves that a machine can flawlessly maintain its performance over time without a human ever having to guess when to turn a dial. It just perfectly regulates itself. All right, let's step it up for part 3, a case study on autonomous driving. Now, if you want to build a self-driving car, automotive engineers face this massive roadblock, what TRIZ formally calls the contradiction. You see, pre-programming a static route, it's completely impossible because obstacles, traffic, and road conditions, they're constantly changing. You just cannot give a vehicle a rigid, static set of commands for a world that is incredibly dynamic and unpredictable. I mean, the car would crash the absolute second a pedestrian stepped into the street. Let's move to this and see how it builds a systematic solution. Think of this like a heads-up display of the vehicle's actual brain. In mere milliseconds, this robust array of sensors, cameras, radar, LiDAR, gather a continuous stream of environmental data. Then, this real-time perception feeds instantly into the control system. And within further milliseconds, it adjusts the steering, the acceleration, and the braking. It's just this incredibly rapid, continuous loop of data intake and mechanical action. Now, what's really interesting here is how our navigator breaks down these technical insights, completely proving how feedback allows for safe, reliable operation. The system maintains a constant perception of the environment. That data gets fed directly into a continuous control loop, which leads to rapid adjustments to position and trajectory. By systematically utilizing Principle 23, this loop completely replaces the human driver's manual correction. It flawlessly navigates these highly unpredictable spaces. Finally, we arrive at Part 4, Mastering Your Innovation Framework, the Repeatable Architecture of Intelligence. Here is the absolute core message for today. True autonomous intelligence is a repeatable architectural skill. By aggressively applying Principle 23, engineers can finally stop building dumb machines. You really don't need to sit around waiting for some magical AI breakthrough. You just need to architect a rigorously applied continuous data loop. When you do that, you engineer flawless autonomy. It's a real game changer. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative question as we wrap up. Where is your industry currently trapped in blind execution? And more importantly, how will you build the continuous feedback loop to solve it? I highly encourage you to apply this framework directly to your own technical bottlenecks. Thank you so much for joining us today on this Idea Mechanics Explainer. We are building such a vibrant, forward-thinking community here, and honestly, as your mentors, we are so excited to see what you build next. Keep analyzing and keep innovating.